Good evening. Welcome to the 12th Annual LaSalle Parish Scholars Reception. I'm Blake Phillips, an executive member of the LaSalle Economic Development District. Tonight, LEDD and the GEO Group are pleased to once again partner in hosting tonight's event. We are here tonight to honor our scholars and our local donors. This evening, we have a room full of distinguished guests, our scholars, our donors, elected officials, and let us not forget our school administrators and educators. We appreciate your attendance tonight to celebrate and honor the graduating class of 2023. We will begin our program tonight in prayer. At this time, Mr. Nick Fryer, LaSalle High School Student of the Year, will lead us in the invocation. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Lydia Smith of Gina High School.
Let us pray. Oh, Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for allowing us to gather here tonight to celebrate a new chapter of our lives. Lord, I ask that you watch over us and protect us as we start this new chapter, and that in whatever we do, we give glory and honor to you. Thank you for the scholarship committees and sponsors, and thank you for all of the teachers, family members, coaches, principals, bus drivers, and other faculty who have helped support us along the way. Forgive us where we fail you and fall short, Lord. And most of all, thank you for your Son, Jesus, who died for our sins so that we can be saved. And it is in his name we pray. Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Walter Dorr, President of LEDD, to the podium to give opening remarks.
Thank you, Blake, and thank you all for being here tonight. As Blake said, my name's Walter Dora. I've been the president of the LaSalle Economic Development District for so long I've almost forgotten what it was like not to be president. But it's a genuine pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here to our celebration of scholarship tonight. This is the 12th annual LaSalle Parish Scholars Reception. We're pleased to have you here, and we welcome those who are joining us via live stream. You know, this event started in May of 2012. It was the brainchild of David Cole, the former warden of the GEO Group. GEO Group and LEDD joined forces back in 2012 and decided to represent the business community of LaSalle Parish and host this event to honor both the recipients of the scholarships and our local donors. We wanted to celebrate the academic excellence and challenge our best and brightest to come back to LaSalle Parish after they furthered their education, and we again issue that challenge tonight. We hope that all of you will realize what good schools we have, what a great place we have to live here, and what a good future you can have in LaSalle Parish. We hope that you will make this your forever home. As I said, on May 15, 2012, we started this program, this event. We honored 26 LaSalle Parish graduates and celebrated with them as they received 50 scholarships totaling $34,000. The event was held at the Gina Town Hall, the old town hall that now serves as LEDD offices. As you can see by just looking around, this event has grown almost exponentially. Since that May 15, 2012 date, we have been able to award almost $800,000 in local scholarships in this event. That's something of which we are very proud, and we thank the GEO Group for its continued support in this endeavor. The following year, the LaSalle Parish Scholars Fund was established. This enabled us to increase the number of scholarships that we presented. This year's donors to the Scholars Fund are being recognized on the screens behind us, as well as the memorial gifts that were received. Through the generosity of these donors, some $18,000 in scholarships will be given tonight. I also want to acknowledge the businesses and the organizations that have given more than $15,000 to the Scholars Fund through the years. The Rapides Foundation, the Gina Band of Choctaws, and Mr. Reggie McDaniel at Max Fresh Market in Olla. We thank you donors for your loyalty and for your generosity to this program and for choosing to invest in our youth. Also, it is important that we commend the generosity of all of the participating organizations tonight. Special thanks to Homeland Bank, the GEO Group, and the Carolyn Bradford family, These organizations collectively will distribute $34,000 in scholarships tonight. The local organizations and families that you see on the program have a generous history of funding local scholarships and honoring our excellent scholars that are graduating this year. We commend them all for choosing to invest in our youth. This is a very big night. Tonight, 81 students will leave here with 180 scholarships valued at almost $92,000. Again, compare that to where we started in 2012. We're very proud of each one of you and of our local school system. The academic excellence that we celebrate tonight is vital to economic and community development, and that, after all, is what LEDD is about. We thank you for being part of LEDD's efforts to strive for a greater LaSalle. We congratulate each and every one of you. I would be remiss if I didn't thank some people who are and some organizations who are very important in making this happen tonight. We thank the school board for its continued support and for giving us such excellent public schools in LaSalle Parish. We thank First Baptist Church of Gina for allowing us to use this wonderful facility. Special thanks to Cynthia Cochran for again being the person who heads this up. And we also thank the GEO Group for its continued support. Finally, we thank the parents who have been such dedicated supporters of their excellent scholars, and we thank the scholars themselves for their work that we recognize tonight. Blake, let's announce some scholarship winners.
Before we begin our scholarship presentation, I would like to invite several distinguished guests to the stage to be recognized and to congratulate each scholar throughout tonight's program. I will start with the President of LEDD, Mr. Walter Dora. Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Janet Tullis. Incoming Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jonathan Garrett. LaSalle Parish School Board President, Ms. Marcia Cooksey. Facility Administrator and representing the GEO Group, Mr. Shad Rice. And I don't want to invite up, but again, we'd like to recognize Ms. Cynthia Cochran, our Executive Director of LaSalle Economic Development District. Just a few short instructions for our scholars before we begin presenting. Graduates, as your name is called, we please ask you to come to the front. You'll approach the stage on my right, and you will receive your certificate from the presenter. You will shake hands with each of our distinguished guests here behind me, and then you will exit to my left and stand here on the steps, and Mr. Craig Franklin with the Gina Times will take your photo for the newspaper. At this time, our first awards tonight will be memorials and family-sponsored awards. Our first presenter is Ms. Mary Catherine Book with the W.H. Ward Family Property Scholarship.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for letting us be a part of this lovely ceremony. I am Mary Catherine Book, and I'm part of the W.H. Ward family. In approximately 1896, our great-grandfather, William Henry Ward, purchased a property in Nebo area in LaSalle Parish as a supplier for the lumber and timber for his sawmill in Algiers, Louisiana. Since that time, his heirs have considered ourselves part of this parish. In order to make a return to the community for their kindness to us, our family decided to, as a corporation, to award a W.H. Ward Property Scholarship of $1,000 in 2016 for a graduating senior. Tonight, in 2023, we award this certificate and award presentation to Nick Fryer.
Our next scholarship is the Adrian P. and Walter E. Dora Senior Memorial Scholarship presented by Walter E. Dora, Jr.
Again, good evening. It was a pleasure to establish this scholarship in honor and in memory of my parents, Adrian P. and Walter E. Dora Sr. My dad was on the school board for 12 years, was president of the school board. And to both my parents, it was very important that my brother, my late sister, and I all go to college and try to be as successful as we possibly could. They recognized the importance of scholarship and the importance of academic achievement in having a successful life. This scholarship is given to a deserving student who has indicated a willingness and a desire to go on and major in college in finance and possibly consider law school. My dad was in the banking business back even before they started the barter system. My brother has been in the banking business. My son practices law with me here in LaSalle Parish. We've been very blessed to have these relationships and the success that we've had through the finance and legal profession. And so tonight, we wish to honor a student who has indicated a willingness and a desire to go into those fields. In honor of my parents, Adrian P. and Walter E. Doro Sr., we wish to present to Ms. Kristen Lynn a $1,000 scholarship to study in the fields of banking, law, and finance. Kristen Lynn.
Our next scholarship is the Nick B. Harris Memorial, presented by the family of Nick Harris.
Good evening. Nick's family and I are honored to be part of the scholarship banquet on behalf of the Nick B. Harris Memorial Scholarship Fund. Nick was one of the most giving persons I have ever known. He truly loved everyone regardless of race, religion, or social status. Nick was fiercely loyal to his family and friends, and he found comfort in his relationship with the Lord. He was always willing to help anyone at any time, even whenever he was enduring hardships in his own life. The Nick B. Harris Memorial Scholarship was established to aid students who consistently demonstrate the best qualities that embodied Nick's character. This year, through the generosity of donors to his scholarship fund, we are able to give 9 scholarships for $500 each. Nick's family has chosen to give the scholarships to students from both Gina and LaSalle High School because Nick truly loved both of these communities. We pray that all of you continue to follow the path that God has laid before you and wish you success in achieving all of the goals in your future. As this is a memorial scholarship, I wanted to just talk about Nick for just a minute. These scholarship awards this year are particularly special because a lot of the recipients knew Nick and had a relationship with him. Nick just had a way of touching people's lives. He knew how to uplift the spirits of people around him. He was fun. He loved kids. Many of you might remember at Keely's birthday parties, Nick was the guy that was out playing with the kids, making sure everybody had a good time, not hanging out with the parents inside. He just had a special gift when it came to kids, and a lot of people in this group were lucky enough to get to spend time and probably remember him still. He just had a really special relationship with many of them. We know that each of these scholarship recipients embody the qualities that Nick valued most: kindness, generosity, and a commitment to making a difference in the world. As we honor Nick's memory today, we also celebrate the incredible impact that he had on the lives around him. His energy, enthusiasm, and love of life were infectious, and he had a talent for building relationships, especially with kids. By supporting students through these scholarships, we are continuing Nick's legacy of making a difference in the lives of others. We miss you dearly, Nick, but we take comfort in knowing that your spirit lives on in the lives that you have touched and the scholarships that bear your name, and we are proud to honor your memory in this way. With all that being said, we know that Nick is proud of each and every one of you. The recipients of the Nick B. Harris Memorial Scholarship are Clay Clark, Nick Fryer, Bailey Wright, Lydia Smith, Noah Parker, Trace Franklin, Alexis Honore, Peyton Todd, and last but certainly not least, the very most precious person to Nick, the person that Nick loved most in the world, Miss Keely Brown.
Our next scholarship is the Lee A. McDowell Memorial, presented by Miss Janet Tullis.
Good evening. It's exciting to see all of you here. This memorial is given in memory of my father, who was a lifelong educator of LaSalle Parish. He was ag teacher. He was principal of Gina High School. He was the supervisor of secondary and elementary education, and he also was served as a school board member. So our family decided that we would honor his memory by giving a scholarship in the amount, 2 scholarships, one to LaSalle High School and one to Gina High School students, in the amount of $500 to the school of their choice. They were either in ag or education fields. For LaSalle High School, Mr. Nicholas Fryer. And for Gina High School, Miss Abigail Spence.
Our next scholarships are the Caroline Bradford Memorial, presented by Casey and Slade Bradford.
We are both heartbroken and honored this evening to present the Caroline Bradford Scholarship. As some of you may already know, we tragically lost our sweet Caroline on September 13th of 2021. Caroline was a sweet, funny, kind-hearted, and loving child during her 11 short years on earth. She enjoyed creating, whether it was through her paintings in her art studio with arts and crafts, or in the kitchen baking. She loved all animals and the elderly. She was a natural caregiver who enjoyed taking care of others. And it is our sincere hope that this scholarship will honor Caroline's memory while also helping others. We have been humbled by the outpouring of love and support shown to our cause by our community. Several fundraisers have been organized to raise money for the scholarship, but the largest one is the Caroline Bradford Lawnmower Races. This event is generally held in her birthday month of April in order to raise as much money as possible to help as many deserving seniors as we can. This year's races were postponed due to unforeseen circumstances and will be held this Saturday. The number of scholarships given and the amount awarded will fluctuate each year depending on the amount of funds raised. This year, we take comfort in knowing that we would be able to award the Caroline Bradford Memorial Scholarship to 30 hardworking and deserving graduates in the amount of $500 each. This money may be used for any school-related expenses that may occur, such as tuition, housing, books, travel expenses, and supplies. And before I announce our winners, I want to say that this was a very difficult decision because this was the very last class that I got to teach before moving into administration. The recipients of the second annual Caroline Bradford Memorial Scholarships are Christopher Brown, Colton Love, Serenity McCoy, Daniel Young, Bailey Wright, Jada Cockrum, Ashlyn Alexander, Marley Bass, Abby Spence, Briar Ford, Clark Girlinghouse, Cassidy Waits. Abby Reeves. Hannah Hopkins. Emily Vaughn. Dannon Rowark. Charisma Kitlin. This year's T-shirt design contest winner, Kristen Lynn. Last year's T-shirt design contest winner, Emily Poole. Gracie Reeder. Brandon Williams. Elena Trissler. Phaedra Dorsey. Thorne Smith. Peyton Todd. Lydia Smith. Noah Parker. Trace Franklin. Zaylin Jones. And Gus Phillips.
Our next awards are the LaSalle High School Awards. Our first scholarship is the Centennial Cultural Center, Mr. R.V. Couch.
I'm R.V. Couch from Centennial Cultural Center, where we teach culture and where we came from to where we are. And as I sit and think, and looking back at the culture and history and things like that, where did we come from? And I think about one time God put a little stream of water through here, and he planted some trees along the bank. Then there came somebody along and cut up those trees, made lumber, built a house or two, then came a store. And first thing you know, there was a little one-room school out there somewhere. Maybe 6 or 8, 10 students in it. And look where we are tonight. I think it's fantastic for where we are. And I think of those things as we present culture, history, and many things through the Centennial Culture Center. Nonprofit, volunteer organizations, and at this time, for the help and volunteering in the service of the Culture Center, I present a $250 scholarship to Miss Mary Pons.
Our next scholarship is the Kiwanis Club of Allah, presented by Mr. Jake Long.
Good evening. This year we had 4 applicants who applied for the Allah Kiwanis scholarships, and all 4 applicants will be receiving a scholarship. The first 2 applicants will be receiving $1,000 apiece, and the last 2 applicants will be receiving $500 apiece. Our first applicant is Mr. William Brown. Nick Fryer. Clay Clark. And Miss Amy Maslin.
Our next scholarship is the Kenneth Strain FFA Memorial Scholarship, normally presented by Mr. Chris Bennett. Tonight, Mr. Bennett volunteered to go to Wynn Parish in place of their FFA sponsor due to his recent passing, and so he went to help them. But we would like to recognize the recipient tonight for their Kenneth Strain FFA Memorial Scholarship is Miss Hannah Hopkins. Unfortunately, Miss Hannah could not be here tonight because of her illness, but we did want to recognize her in case she is watching on the live stream. But we would like to give her a round of applause for her Thank you for that. Our next scholarships are from Gina High School Awards. We'll begin with the Gina High School Alumni Association, Miss Ann Lott.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the seniors of Gina High School. Thank you, Blake. I'm a former president of the Gina High School Alumni Association. Blake is, he wears many hats. He's the current president of the Gina High School Alumni Association. We do a great many things for the high school. We contribute certainly to the aesthetics of the campus, and we've helped out many projects. I will not go into all of them. I would like to say, if it's in your heart to become a member of an organization like our association, talk to me or Blake or someone else who's on the board, and we'd love to include you. We have two $500 scholarships tonight to be given out to the school of their choice. The first one is to Miss Peyton Todd. Our second one is to Miss Rayleigh Reeves. Congratulations.
Our next scholarship is for the class of 1965, presented by Miss Vicki Buckalter.
Good evening. I'm Vicki Buckalter, and I'm here representing my high school graduating class to award our 8th annual JHS Class of 1965 Endowed Scholarship. It is such an honor to be able to participate in this wonderful evening, which salutes the academic achievements of the very best of this year's seniors. I continue to be amazed by the accomplishments of these young adults, not only in the classroom, but also in their extracurricular activities and how they're able to juggle it all. Some years ago, members of the class of 65's reunion committee voted to work towards setting up an endowed scholarship. To that end, we held several silent auctions to fund this project, and we're so grateful to everyone who supported us as we raised the monies needed. Applicants for this scholarship must submit an application form accompanied by an essay describing their feelings about having attended Gina High School, as well as 2 letters of recommendation. In order to clear the application process and be considered, a student must therefore demonstrate a willingness to put forth the extra effort to write that 1-page essay and to ask 2 adults to write letters supporting their application. I'm pleased to say that 10 students demonstrated that interest this year. Notably, all are young ladies. At this point, I want to say a huge thank you to every teacher and community member who wrote letters of recommendation. They were all beautifully written, very thoughtful, and insightful. To the applicants, if your self-esteem is ever low, pull out one of those letters, read it, and say to yourself, I'm still that girl. Also, I want to thank Mrs. Sam Manning. She helps in every step of this process, and I couldn't possibly do it without her. This year's winner has been a member of FBLA, National Honor Society, Anchor Club, Drama, Youth Art Council, Cross Country, and Tabletop Tennis. She has volunteered her services in most of those organizations. She has achieved superior ratings at District FBLA in personal finance, business law, and advertising. According to one letter of recommendation, she is, quote, an art enthusiast on top of everything else. She draws, paints, and authors her own poetry and books. As an author and illustrator, she has many talents. The same writer also called her a voracious reader, spunky, and an energetic encouragement to her peers. Another writer said, in addition to all of the achievements, accolades, and involvement, she works daily after school and weekends at her family's restaurant and does it with a positive attitude and a smile on her face. As a teacher, I can assure you students with this type of work ethic and dedication are few and far between. We need more people like her in our community, end quote. Two things that impressed me about her essay, her sense of humor and her honesty. Listen to what she wrote. For the most part, Gina High School is fun. Friends, clubs, and pep rallies fill the school year with cheer and liveliness, making tediously dull classes bearable. Laughter and joy compose the majority of my time at Gina High School. Yet, aside from the fun, one must stay focused and learn self-discipline. She achieved a 4.0 grade point average. 8 of the classes she took were dual enrollment classes, which means she's well on her way in her college hours. She's one of several students graduating at number 1 in her class, and she had an ACT score of 28. She is fluent in 2 languages, both English and her native Mandarin, which is the language her family uses in their home. She will enroll at LSU this fall, majoring in general business. With her academic achievements and her hard work ethic, I have no doubt she will succeed. It gives me great pleasure to award the JHS Class of 1965 scholarship in the amount of $1,500 to Kristen Lynn. And while Kristen is making her way to the front, I want to point out I'm wearing a B pin on my jacket tonight. If that B could speak to you, each and every one of you, I would want it to say, be kind to one another always. Okay, Kristen, where are you? You over here? I'm blind on that side. Okay, you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Okay. You helping me down again?
I will. Thank you, Ms. Vicki. Our next scholarship is the Larry Evans and Krusty Toller Memorial, and I'm going to present that. So the Larry Evans and Krusty Toller Memorial Scholarship is in honor of 2 men that started a Friday luncheon many years ago. One of them was always ate at Mom and Pa's, and the other one started going there, and they started eating together, and it just grew from there to a group of men that eat every Friday, and they still do today. Somehow or another, I've become the appointed person to round all those old boys up every Friday. And if they don't get a text message, they text me and say, are we eating? And so, but anyways, Larry Evans, as many of you know, was the voice of KJNA for a long time. A lot of you remember him calling many football games, baseball, softball games throughout the parish. And then Mr. Krusty Toller was kind of his side counterpart. Not so much on the radio, but at any athletic event before and after, you'd always see them talking. and conversing about the game or any other thing that they had on their mind. And so tonight, we want to present two $500 scholarships, two $600 scholarships to the following recipients: Mr. Trace Franklin, and Miss Keely Brown. Our next scholarship is the LAC Kidderland Health Profession, presented by Kimberly and Emily Kitland.
This evening, I'm here to represent the winners of the LAC Kidderland Health Profession Scholarship. LAC was a 2014 graduate of Gina High School. She then went on to Northwestern State University and received a bachelor's degree in science of radiology. LAC was a very outgoing person. She never met a stranger. Most of all, she was very dedicated to education and strongly believed in helping anyone who was trying to further their education. So tonight, her scholarship committee is proud to give away two $1,000 scholarships to two Gina High School seniors who is pursuing a career in the health profession. I know you will be successful in your future, so make LAC proud. The winners are Lydia Smith and Peyton Todd. Our next scholarship is the Miss Christy Martin Memorial, presented by Principal Adam Powell.
Good evening. This scholarship is presented in memory of the beloved Gina High School teacher, Miss Christy Martin. It's given to a Gina High School student that's planning to major in education and continue in the field that Miss Martin dearly loved. Tonight's scholarship is in the amount of $800, and this year's winner is Miss Ashlyn Alexander.
Our next scholarship is the Trevor Rogers Memorial, presented by Miss Suzanne Rogers.
As I was preparing what I wanted to say to you all tonight, I started thinking of the students who have won this scholarship in the past. Since May of 2016, Trevor's Legacy has helped students become pharmacy techs, welders, nurses, teachers, construction majors, fiber optic service providers, marketing majors, along with many other vocations. My son Trevor was a 2010 graduate of Harrisonburg High School who chose to go into the workforce out of high school. In his short 24 years here on earth, he was able to see the world because of his job. He traveled to Africa and crossed the Atlantic Ocean to bring a drill ship back to the Gulf of Mexico. He traveled to Norway in order to attend schools where he learned about subsea drilling, as well as attending schools in Texas, Florida, and Louisiana for work. In Trevor's spare time, he enjoyed duck hunting, mud riding, and spending time with his family and friends. Trevor loved life, he never met a stranger, and he had a smile that would light up the room. Tonight, I'm very fortunate to be able to award 2 scholarships in the amount of $500 each to 2 students from Gina High School. I've had the privilege of getting to teach these kiddos and spend time not only in a classroom, but out in the community as well. My family and I feel as though this scholarship is just a small way that we will be able to continue to honor Trevor's memory. This year, I will get to add speech-language pathology and biology majors to the list of students his memory has helped. Tonight, Gracie Reeder and Kendall Hennigan, you have both been awarded a $500 scholarship. I hope each of you know what a special place you have in my heart, and I always know we're in your corner cheering you on. May God bless you in everything you do.
Our next scholarship is the Ginger D. Worthington Memorial Leadership Scholarship, presented by Mr. Melvin and Ms. Coral Worthington.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2023. You all probably don't know my daughter Ginger, but Ginger was a class of 2000 that graduated from Gina High School. She loved Gina High School. She loved her little town of Gina. It makes Melvin and I proud to stand here tonight to present 2 scholarships in her honor for the love of her school and her leadership of the community and her school and her town. So tonight, I would like to say Ginger is 5 years and 9 months today that she has passed. Out of those 5 years, Melvin and I has gave 9 scholarships to leaderships that we thought that would walk in Ginger's footsteps on to their next path in life. And we have no doubt, parents have called and thanked Melvin and I and told us two of those are moving on to the second level in their life, and we're very proud of them. So tonight, Melvin is going to present the 2 scholarships to the ones that we're representing tonight.
The first $1,000 scholarship goes to Lydia Ann Smith. The second $1,000 scholarship goes to Kristen Land.
Our next scholarships are the Business and Community Awards, and we'll begin with the CLTCC Rod Brady Campus Awards presented by Ms. Michelle Morey.
Congratulations. Are you excited? I'm Michelle Morey. I'm the interim campus dean at CLTCC Rod Brady, and we are here tonight to present 4 scholarships in the amount of $300 each to help make sure that students can take that first step to that firm foundation of creating a life that, in the words of our most recent dean, would say has a generational impact, because that's what we're about at our school. So the first one is presented to Taylor Belgard. The next one is for John Duck. Braden Poole. And last but not least, Gracie Woodward.
Our next scholarship is the Dixie Softball Scholarship, presented by Ms. Janet Tullis.
As you can tell, I'm not Donnie Couples like the program says. I am standing in for him. His granddaughter was getting an award for 4-H. Tonight, the Dixie Girls Softball Scholarship is in the amount of $1,500. The student that is getting this is only 1 out of 12 in our state that are getting this, so this is quite an honor. And the Dixie Girls Softball Scholarship goes to Miss Bailey Wright.
Our next scholarship is the Dixie Youth Baseball, presented by Mr. Buddy Bethard.
Good evening. The Dixie Youth Baseball Scholarship is awarded solely on academics, and it started, the first award was back in 1961, and 2 scholarships was awarded, one for $500 and one for $250. This year, 100 scholarships is being awarded over 11 states. In Louisiana, only 7 scholarships was awarded to high school graduates, and so this is quite an honor. And now the scholarship has grown to, now the scholarships are $2,000, and like I said, 100 would be awarded across 11 southern states, but only 7 was awarded to Louisiana graduates. The recipient of tonight's Dixie Youth Baseball Scholarship Award is Nick Fry.
Our next scholarship is the Golden Rule Scholarship presented by Ms. Tish Taylor.
This is a very exciting time as an educator to watch all these young people get these awards and how hard they've worked. And thank you, parents, and all the educators that are here. And thank you, students, for all your hard work. The Golden Rule Scholarship is provided by myself and my husband to further the mission of our company, which we're instructing the Bible to do so in Matthew 7:12, where it says, so in everything you do to others what you would have them do to you. Our company's goal is to provide affordable, professional landscaping services while giving back to others through donations to mission projects, scholarships, and others for graduating seniors. We believe, as stated in Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. We're excited to provide one-time scholarships to assist students seeking post-secondary education, in many areas. As you can tell, Adam normally does this, not me. This scholarship supports students pursuing a trade or career that further their education at an institution, a program, or a course of 2 years or less. This year, we're able to award 3 scholarships in the amount of $300 each. It is my absolute privilege to present the Golden Rule Scholarship to Jessica Moros, Catherine Beard, and Rayleigh Reeves.
Our next scholarship is the Lions Club, presented by Ms. Martiel Jones.
Good afternoon. How are y'all? Mr. Harley Smart, who is our president of the Lions Club, had a medical emergency tonight, so I'm filling in for him. My name is Martiel Jones. I'm the site chairman for the Lions Club here in Gina. And I want to say congratulations to all you recipients of these awards tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Lions Club. Members of the Gina Lions Club wish to congratulate you on being chosen as one of the recipients for a $500 Gina Lions Club scholarship. We commend you on your hard work, dedication, and service to our community while attending LaSalle Parish schools, and wish you the best as you continue to pursue a higher education at the college or university of your choice. I'm going to tell you a little bit about us serving the world, one community at a time, all across the globe. Lions are rolling up their sleeves and taking action. With over 1.4 million members, we're the largest service organization in the world, and we're as dedicated to helping those in need today as we were over 100 years ago when we first began. Each line and every club is changing lives in ways both great and small. Service is a personal journey that impacts the people serving and the people we serve. Lions Club consists of men and women of all ages dedicated to volunteering their time to humanitarian causes in their local and world communities, focusing primarily on vision. Vision is our primary thing, is making sure people get glasses that are indigent and special needs people. So I want you to know that. Also, the youth, diabetes, disaster relief, and hunger. Lions strive to help those in need wherever the need exists. The Lions motto is, we serve. The Gina Lions Club also sponsor local high school scholarships and the Louisiana Lions Camp, which is a state project of the Lions Club and is provided free for boys and girls with special needs, diabetes, respiratory disorders, and childhood cancer. So at this time, we have 5 recipients this year, $500 scholarships, and I would like to call these children to the 3 of them are from Gina High School, and 2 of them are from LaSalle. The first one is Miss Marissa Tradewell. Congratulations, baby. I love you. It's in here. The next one is Emily Poole. Miss Lydia Smith. You're welcome. Elena Trisler. Now, LaSalle High School is Clayton Clark. And Amy Masling.
Our next scholarship is the Love of God Ministries, presented by Ms. Sharon White.
Good evening. In honor of her outstanding academic performance and her strong Christian faith, it is our pleasure from Love of God Ministries to present to Jael Mariah Jones a scholarship award in the amount of $1,000. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may his face shine upon you all the days of your life, Jael.
The next scholarship is the Scott Truck and Tractor Foundation 4-H Achievement Scholarship. The Scott Truck and Tractor Company 4-H Achievement Award in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Cassidy Waits. Our next scholarships are presented from the LaSalle Parish Sheriff's Office, Mr. Jimmy Arbogast.
Ladies and gentlemen and graduating students, good evening. You know, graduation is always such a special time. When I look at these graduates, I can't help but see their enthusiasm, their determination, and how eager they are to go out and conquer the world and take on anything that the world's ready to throw at them. You can look at them and just tell that they're looking forward to taking that next step in their life. When I look at the parents, it's easy to see just how proud they are of everything that their now grown child has accomplished. But as a parent, I also find this time to be just a little bit bittersweet, because I can remember back and I think about how amazed I was about how fast the time had flown by. You know, it seems just like it wasn't that long ago they were taking their first steps or dropping them off for that first day at school. And now then, all of a sudden, in a couple of days, we're going to be watching them walk across the stage and they're going to be graduating high school. The seniors, you're to be congratulated on everything that you've accomplished and had to do to get and reach your graduation. Parents, you're to be commended on a job well done for raising such a fine group of young adults. This is something that doesn't happen by mistake. And parents, one thing that I can tell you, because I know from experience, the older they get, the more that they're going to appreciate and realize just how much that you've done for them. Now, seniors, my prayer for y'all is that the Lord will continue to guide and protect and watch your every step. I also pray that He'll help you achieve each and every goal that you set for yourself. Now, I'm truly honored and humbled to be a part of such an amazing event and to see how it's grown over the years. I'm also proud to represent the Louisiana Sheriff's Honorary Membership Program, Sheriff Franklin, and all the men and women of the LaSalle Parish Sheriff's Office. The Louisiana Sheriffs provide scholarships to the graduating high school students from each of the parishes where the sheriff is an affiliate of the program. Now, qualities such as academic achievement, leadership, and character are always considered when awarding the scholarship. Now, academic awards by the Louisiana Sheriff Scholarship Program to Louisiana students, it demonstrates what the Louisiana Sheriff's Honorary Membership Program is all about. You see, they consider it to be one of their finest achievements. It's also an investment in the future of our state, but most importantly, it's an investment in the future of our community. And at this time, I'd like to congratulate this year's recipients. Jada Cochran from Gina High School. And Jessica Moros.
Our next scholarships are presented on behalf of the Whitetails Unlimited, Mr. Charles Turnage.
Good evening. Congratulations, seniors. I know you're getting ready to take the next step in life, and there's an adventure out there ahead of you. So take it slow and enjoy the moment. On behalf of Whitetails Unlimited, I'm going to present 4 scholarships tonight. All the applicants were very, they've achieved a lot in their academic endeavors in school. However, we had to narrow it down, and we made some decisions, and we're going to issue 4 scholarships. And by the way, this is the 9th year, I believe, that we've done this. We've started out giving 2 scholarships, I believe, and now we're giving out several $1,000s in scholarships. And that's all based upon the support from this community when we do our fundraiser, typically in February. So without further ado, I'd like to ask Nick Friars from LaSalle, Emily Poole from Gina, Lydia Smith from Gina, and Clay Clark from LaSalle to come and receive their scholarships.
Our next scholarships are presented by Woodman Life, Mr. Tracy Dean and Miss Lisa Grant.
Good evening, and congratulations to the seniors. Okay. Woodman Life is a not-for-profit insurance and financial company that's been in existence for more than 133 years and has provided life insurance and financial products for its members. Woodman Life also has given them the opportunity to improve their own communities by giving proceeds to fund projects that matter most to those local members. Tonight, we're very proud to do one of these by providing scholarships to our deserving members who are going on to further their education. These members have maintained good grades and performed some sort of community involvement and service throughout their high school career. We have two different Woodman Life Scholarship funds to present tonight. The first is the Louisiana Woodman Life Louis P. Leday Senior Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is provided by the Louisiana chapters and its members. It's been doing this for 30 years. This year, the Louisiana chapters will provide 57 scholarships for a total of $32,000. We're not doing them all here, just a few. This scholarship has, like I said, been around for 30 years, and Lisa and I, mostly Lisa, has noticed that a number of our members that could have signed up for it missed doing it this year. And the good news is, after you've been at college for 1 year and you need the money, you can apply again and get it. So just remember that a little bit before this time next year. Okay. For our Louis Leday Scholarship winners, Bailey Wright, $1,500. Lydia Smith, $750. Alexis Unray, $500. Clay Clark, $500. Elena Trissler, $500. We can go down and do the picture of it first. The next award is the Woodman Life Focused Forward Scholarship. This was established in 2017 and has awarded more than 4,000 scholarships for a total of more than $2.4 million. This year, Woodman Life will award 750 students with scholarships ranging from $500 to $10,000 for a total of $500,000. And this year's recipients are Kason Willis, $500. Caden McCann, $500. Aaron Webb, $500. Bailey Wright, $500. Clay Clark, $500. And Cabot Walters, $500.
Our next scholarships are presented by Homeland Bank, Mr. John McElwain and Miss Brittany Walker.
Good evening. On behalf of Homeland Bank Board of Directors, loan officers, and employees, we're here to present a total of 13 $500 scholarships to the following students. LaSalle High School, Nicholas Fryer. Maylee Gwynn. Eli Barbo. Gina High School, Phaedra Dorsey. Kendall Hennigan. Ethan Masters. Gracie McClure. Emily Poole. Taryn Reese Poole. Rayleigh Reeves. Kinley Smith. Abby Spence. And Marissa Tradewell.
Our next scholarships are presented by the GO Group, Mr. Shad Rice and Miss Melinda Parker.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shad Rice. I'm the warden at the Central Louisiana Ice Processing Center. I work for the GEO Group, one of the sponsors for the events tonight. Joining me on stage is my Human Resources Manager, Melinda Parker. And on behalf of the GEO Group Foundation, Central Louisiana Ice Processing staff, and our Executive Chairman, Dr. George Zoli, it is my pleasure to present 12 well-deserving graduates with scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each, totaling $12,000 awarded tonight. Melinda, will you please announce our deserving graduates?
Bailey Wright. Cassidy Waits. Peyton Todd. Lydia Smith. Gracie Reeder. Kristen Lynn. J.L. Jones. Marley Bass. Amy Masling. Isabel Glenn. Clay Clark. And Nick Fryer. Congratulations.
Our next scholarships are the LaSalle Parish Scholars Fund scholarships presented by President Mr. Walter Dorr Jr. and Ms. Laurel Como.
Good evening again. The LaSalle Economic Development District is pleased to present the LaSalle Parish Scholars Fund scholarships. It's our goal to increase the donations that would enable us to fund $500, $750, or even $1,000 scholarships each year. That can happen with your help. Please help us to spread the word about this scholarship fund and to help us to recruit donors. We're grateful for our donors this year, and we hope that we continue to grow in that fashion. Memorial gifts given to this fund in the past year have been exhibited on the screen tonight. I would like to recognize those memorial gifts at this time. Bob Albritton, Jean Andrews, Margaret Armstrong, Judy Brydup, Carly Sue Como, W.C. Dub Como, Dr. John Cooksey, Elena Dobson, Adrian P. and Walter E. Doro Sr., Sammy Elliott, Faye H. Ford, Becky Franklin, Sammy Franklin, Stephanie Gaspard, Sandra Duke Jolly, Don Jones, Larkin Jones, Jack McKithen, Myra Nichols, Dustin Rogers, Nelda Rozier, Sally Smith, Joan Townsend, and Joe White. Honorarium gifts were also given in the names of Laurel Como and Stephanie Knight. At this time, we will present all LaSalle Parish graduates who have a 3.5 GPA and above with a $300 scholarship. We're proud to say that there are 61 recipients. This scholarship may be utilized to attend the college or university of your choice or a career training program. Tonight, you will receive a certificate and a letter with instructions on how to claim your scholarship. Please note that scholarships must be claimed by August 1. Drax is the sponsor of the first 7 awards. These will be presented by Jeff Crawford, who is the plant manager. Mr. Crawford?
Congratulations, students, and congratulations to the parents, too. They've done a hard job, and it's been a good job. You can tell by the students in here. The first recipient is Eli. I think his dad said Sugar Lips Barbeau. I'm not sure. Second one is William Christopher Brown. Next one is Trace Franklin. Amy Mesling. Mary Rose Pons. Abigail Reeves. Last, Parker Roark.
The next 2 scholarships to be presented tonight were donated in memory of Mr. Sammy Franklin, and here to assist in the presentation of those is Craig Franklin.
For 54 years, my dad was the publisher and editor of the Gina Times newspaper, and besides his family and the newspaper, he really had 3 great loves. One of them was comedy, and the fact that my son is one of the scholars here tonight, I'll save my embarrassing dad joke. Is that okay? And I won't say it. Second thing that he loved was journalism. And the third thing that he loved was sports. Believe it or not, he never played any sports, but he loved it. He got his start reporting at Columbia High School of the football teams there. So we searched and discovered that not one single graduate of Gina High School or LaSalle High School is going into journalism. So parents, if you have other children out there, we are anxiously wanting to support someone in journalism. So that leaves us going, since nobody's majoring in comedy or journalism, we're going to go with athletics. From LaSalle High School, Mr. Clay Clark. And from Gina High School, Noah Parker.
Our next presentation is the Nelda Rozier Memorial. Here to assist with that presentation is Sylvia Norris of Rozier Financial Services. The four recipients are Keely Lynn Brown of Gina High School, Clark Gerlinghouse, Gina High School, Aaron Bradley Webb, Gina High School, and Nicholas Dane Fryer, LaSalle High School. Next, we have Missy Weeks, who is going to present the Senator Glenn Womack Scholarship and the JCP Management Awards. JCP Management Awards, Hannah Jolie Hopkins, LaSalle High School. Raylee Alexis Reeves, Gina High School. The Senator Glenn Womack Award goes to Abigail Spence of Gina High School. The remaining 45 scholarships are also presented from the Scholars Fund. Please come forward as I call your name and receive your scholarship. We will pause between small groups so that Craig can take a group photo. Miston Nicole Cruz. Grace Eileen Fowler. Bryson Cade Gainey. Mally Isabel Ewan. Shelby K. Johnson. Zoe Elizabeth Lee. Jessica Renee Moras. Macy Marine Scroggs. Charles Everell Wayne Shelton. Emily Page Vaughn. Resuming, Ashlyn Rose Alexander. Marley Pearl Bass. Braxton Ray Bradford. Laurie Marie Bradford. Jada Leanne Cockrum. Caitlin Renee Cooper. Gavin Reed Davis. Phaedra Chanel Dorsey. Raleigh Mackenzie Irwin. Avery Page Finley. Reagan Griffin. Kendall Hennigan. Jael Morale Jones. Brennan Cole Keene. Jace Wade Kidderland. Kristen Lynn. Alex Noel McGuffey. Pamela Pentecost. Trevor Evan Pentecost. Emily Blair Poole. Taryn Reese Poole. Carly Ratcliffe. Callie Grace Reeder. Darby Delane Russell. Kenley Malin Smith. Lydia Ann Smith. Peyton Elizabeth Todd. Marissa Lynn Tradewell. Elena Ray Trissler. Aaliyah Page Visoria. Cassidy Gale Waits. Drake Allen Wyndham. Leanna Danielle Woods. Tristan Cole Worsham. Bailey Elizabeth Wright. Graduates, congratulations on your great work. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our 61 honor graduates with a 3.5 GPA or above.
That concludes our presentation of scholarships. One more time, let's give a round of applause for all the recipients. And thank you to our distinguished guests for shaking everyone's hand and being good ones up here. So it's a lot of hands to shake. At this time, I would now like to invite Ms. Peyton Todd from Gina High School, LaSalle Parish Student of the Year, to give closing remarks.
Good evening to all distinguished guests, family, and friends. On behalf of the graduating class of 2023, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. I would like to give a special thanks to LaSalle Economic Development District and the GO Group for hosting this event, as well as local donors who contributed this year. Each of your investments into our future is greatly appreciated. To all of our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you for your unwavering support. Without you, we would not be the scholars, soon-to-be graduates, and young adults we are today. As we venture into this next chapter of our lives, we look forward to making each of you, our parents, schools, and this community proud of us. We are blessed to come from a community that believes in us, nurtures us, and invests in us, also supporting us. Again, our sincere gratitude to each of you for your generosity, because without you, none of this is possible. May God continue to bless you, is my prayer.
Thank you, Peyton. At this time, Mr. Shad Rice, will you please come and give some closing remarks?
Thank you, Blake. Well, folks, it's been an incredible evening, and I find it truly inspiring to see our community come together to put on an event such as this one. The scholarships awarded only strengthens our community and the future leaders sitting in this very room. This is my 4th scholarship banquet, and I'm truly amazed in the support we receive each year and how we continue to grow in the contributions. My hats are off to each of you. Before closing tonight, I want to take a moment to thank a few folks, the educators who have entrusted our children and who have spent a lot of time and energy with the students, the parents who have undoubtedly provided support, guidance, and discipline to keep the students focused. Graduates, you'll forever be in their debts. You have yet to learn the knowledge that they've instilled upon you, but trust me, it will come back with you as you continue on this thing we call life. The donors, who without the contributions, these scholarships would not be possible. Walter Doyle and the LEDD, Cynthia Cochran, of course, she's amazing. She's put all this together. And Melinda Parker for organizing GEO's involvement in the event. So thank you, Melinda. And LaSalle Parish School Board for their focus and helping us with the selections of the GEO Group Foundation recipients. And last but not least, most of all, to you, the students, for believing in yourselves and putting in the hard work and determination that made you truly successful. You're our future, and we ask that you prepare yourself moving forward and always give your best. Stay humble always, and always keep others in mind. I wish you all the very best. I will now turn it over to Clay Clark. Thank you all. Safe travels, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Shad. Just a couple of announcements before we finish. Graduates, if you are a recipient of the GEO Scholarship, please complete the release form and submit it tonight before you leave. Please place them on one of the tables out in the main foyer. Also, if you were one of the 61 LaSalle Parish Scholar Fund award winners, please submit your data form before you leave tonight. There will be a black plastic box at each exit door. Pencils are available as well to fill those out. Again, remember the deadline to claim those scholarships is August the 1st. If it is not claimed, you just miss out. I apologize. Sorry. And last but not least, we want to thank First Baptist Church of Gina and Pastor Garrett West for their hospitality and allowing us to use this facility. At this time, we will now have the benediction given by Clay Clark from LaSalle High School. If you will please stand.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for tonight and the opportunity to come together and celebrate the achievements of the class of 2023. Thank you for watching over us and guidance throughout our high school years. Your presence has encouraged us and allowed us to complete our journey. May you continue to bless and guide us through the next stage of life. Amen.